In other crime news, Illinois Governor Pritzker joined officials from the U.S. Secret Service and Chicago police to discuss security ahead of next month's Democratic National Convention. It comes less than 2 weeks after a shooting at former President Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. Officials say an incident like this one can never happen again, ever. They've been working closely with local, state, and federal partners to develop a security plan. It includes perimeters around both the two main venues, the United Center and McCormick Place.
With these comprehensive public safety plans and security measures, we should sleep soundly knowing how much preparation has been done.
Now, Chicago's police superintendent says the police will do everything to protect protesters' First Amendment rights, but will not tolerate violence or vandalism. The convention is set to begin on August 19th.